I'm Gavin from Spitfire Engineering Services and welcome to episode 2. So in this episode we're doing 70-ton bucket repairs, we're doing site works times 2, we're doing visits to Germany, screen deliveries and various different builds inside the workshop. So let's get cracking. Now at the time of filming we were pretty close to 18,000 subscribers, so if you're new to this channel please like and subscribe and turn your notifications on so you can get to find out when the latest video lands.
Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes. And I'm feeling like midnight's getting closer, and I just wanna hold her in my arms till the sun comes up. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She's a little bit country. Yeah, she's my country girl. She can let her hair down.
We've got heel blocks welded up here. We've got 5 heel blocks welded on there, so it comes all the way around to the bottom of the wear bars here. And the idea of them is when you're digging through the rock, it wears the edge of the bucket. So we weld these blocks on here, so those blocks take the brunt of the force and the wear instead of actually wearing the bucket. In theory, once they're worn out, you could actually cut them off, replace them and weld new ones on. And what it does, it prolongs the life of the bucket so that you're not wearing the actual structure of the bucket, you're actually wearing sacrificial metal. Friday morning and I am on the road. Left at 5:30 this morning. I am heading to the north of England. I've got 3 site visits today. Heading to the north of England to have a look at a C&D, that's construction and demolition waste processing line. Got a customer up there that obviously takes in construction and demolition waste and needs a plant for sorting it and separating the different materials. So just going up there now to have a look at that. Once we're done there, coming back down to the middle of the UK to have a look at another job, which is going to be a baler move out of one building into another building. And then after that, got another customer to have a look at on the way down. They're interested in one of our new mobile picking lines. So I've got 3 site visits today. Obviously I'm not going to go into detail of what they are because it's a bit commercially sensitive at this point, But if we're successful with any of these jobs, we will be filming them and they will show in future episodes. These jobs have all come through a third party. One of our good customers are machinery dealers, and if they get any unique inquiries that need an engineering sort of support or a bespoke solution, they come to us. So we're going to go and have a look at them jobs today. I'm going to see how we get on. So it's a busy day on the road. In other news this week, the annual electric bill has landed, and it's a big one. Everybody knows that electricity's gone up a lot in the last 2 years. Just to give you some indication, 2 years ago our annual electric bill was £8,000. So, can anybody guess what this year's annual electric bill is? Have a guess, leave it in the comments. The person that gets the closest will get a goodie bag from us at Spitfire. Get sent different bits and bobs, a beanie hat, that sort of things. And leave in the comments your best guess, and in the next episode we'll reveal how much our electric bill is for the last 12 months, and we'll be sending that goodie bag out to the person that's got the closest. So put your thinking caps on and let us know what you think. Well, life is full of surprises. I've just pulled in some services at North and met no other than Baz, Welderfabber. We had a little chat in the services. I wished him well in his new venture and offered our facilities and support if ever he's in our neck of the woods and he needs any help. So best of luck, Baz, in your new venture and your new business. And if you don't know who he is, which you probably should do, he's got his own YouTube channel, so check him out, Welderfabber. It's Monday morning and we're on site. We got desperate today, so they've got me on site today. And today we are working on this star screen behind me. And what we're doing, let me just flip the camera around. Okay, so this is a star screen. You've probably not seen one of these before. This is, you've got trommel screens, you've got deck screens, and this is actually a star screen. So I'll tell you how it works in a minute. Tell you what we're doing. We're putting a new walkway at the top because there is a fan that fits on the top for sucking the plastic off of the compost. And we've pieced together a walkway on site. We're finishing it off today. Tidy it up, lick of paint on there, plus a few other jobs. We've got some grab rails and some steps to go down the bottom here. And today I've got Connor with me. So Connor's our second year apprentice. He's doing really well. He'll do probably 4 or 5 years with us as an apprentice, won't you? Yeah. So he's doing his level 2 at the minute, and he'll go straight into his level 3. So let's tell you how this works. Very similar to our trommel screens, you have an in-feed hopper. So you've got the in-feed hopper here, and the material goes in the top. And in the bottom of there is a belt feed that slowly moves the material along to the star deck. Now if I climb up here, inside here you've got a load of shafts, and each shaft has got stars on it. And each one of them shafts spins, so the material comes down the in-feed from there. You've got an auger to level it out across the deck, and then these shafts spin. And basically what it does, all the big stuff stays on top of the stars and they just spin and bobble along on top, and all the fines fall down underneath. I don't know how many rows of stars there is in here, but trust me, if you've got to change stars, it's not a 5-minute job. So if I jump back down, so underneath the star deck there is a conveyor that comes up, and that conveyor then drops the material. All the fines material falls onto this conveyor belt here and ends up in a pile over there. All the oversize comes up this main conveyor here, and all the oversize comes off of here. Now this machine is processing compost. So if whatever you put in your green waste bin at home, your garden cuttings, any trees, bushes or anything like that, it gets put in a bin and then it gets brought to this site here. And that's what it looks like when it comes out the back of your bin wagon. The bin wagon tips it there, and then it goes through a big shredder and chops it up into small pieces, and then it gets left in a heap like that one over there, the other side of the machine, and it rots down, composts, and then this machine screens it out, because the valuable bits that they want out of it are the small bits, the bits that have actually composted. And if you look in there, you've got a load of sticks and stuff. Now they're never going to rot down, so that's what this machine does. It takes out all the big bits out of the heap, and that will then be re-shredded and go through the compost process again. So that's today's jobs. The sun's shining, all is good. It is Tuesday morning and I am driving down to Heathrow Airport. I'm catching a plane to Germany. I'm on my way to IFAT in Munich, which is I don't know if it is, but it's probably one of the largest recycling machinery shows in Europe. It happens every 2 years and it's happening this week. So I'm off to go and have a look and see what's new and exciting in the world of recycling. Whilst I'm away, JMO and Rob are down on a customer's site in Avonmouth. They've got some work to do on an industrial wood shredder, and they are changing anvils, grates. They've got some hard facing to do. They've got some rams to swap, plus some other little bits and bobs. And they've taken the GoPro with them. So let's see what footage they come back with. This place is just huge. Behind us is the actual buildings, and there's got to be a good 50-60 acres of buildings, and then this is the outdoor area here. It goes as far as you can see that way, and also as far as you can see that way. That probably goes back another 10 or 15 rows that way. And this area here is just full of shredders, different shredders. These are all slow speed shredders from RJ. This one just here is a 950, the other side of these guys here. That is a 950, and we've got a customer who is potentially having one of them put in. So watch this space. If that comes any more of that, we'll be involved with that. And over here we've got more slow speed shredders, trommels, more slow speed shredders, trommels, material handlers, trucks. And over the outside over there, that is full. Every single sweeper company, jetting company, truck-based excavation company is here showing off whatever they got. Got some small screen decks here, very similar to ours. Interesting concept. I don't know if they vibrate or whether they just rely on things falling off them bars at the top. I think they do vibrate. It's got a vibrating motor on it. But yeah, interesting concept that you've got those bars on top as grizzly bars. Never come across that one before. Remember the machine I was working on yesterday, the backers? Well, they're here as well. Do different versions. Tracks, wheels, and that is not a star screen. I'm not quite sure what that is. Screen and mix. It's obviously a machine used for blending or mixing together different products, and they've got a star deck just there. This company here have got a little setup here where they're actually separating the light plastic from the heavy plastic. As you can see, the light plastic's getting sucked up with a vacuum in that little box there, and then the system mixes it all back together again, and it comes through yet again and gets sorted. This screen deck here is very similar to our screen decks, but a slightly different design. This is using airbags as the vibration mounts the cushions. We normally use rosters, but this is actually on airbags, and the vibrating motors are mounted in a different orientation to how we do it. Not to say it's right or wrong, it's just a different way that they've been mounted on the top. This is a little 4-shaft shredder. You can have 2 or 4 shafts. This has got 4 shafts. This is used for shredding small electrical components or other materials like that. From small shredders to big, here is a big one. Look at the size of the discharge conveyor on that. This is a single shaft shredder. It's got a single shaft running through the middle of it with teeth on it. They then take the material which you discharge into the top and shred it against the fixed knives that you can see just above the shaft on the door that's swung out of the machine. Some machines use optical sensors to sort different waste streams, and in doing so you need to spread the material across a wide belt so it can be sorted off the end of this belt. This machine uses a spinning disc to distribute the material being sorted across the width of the belt. In doing so, it means that the optical sorters can sort the material a lot more efficiently. A lot of people don't realise that waste is actually sorted by hand in picking lines. This robot is demonstrating what the future is probably going to look like. The robot's got a little camera in the dome on it. You can probably just about see it underneath the arm. And what it's doing, it's identifying the different waste products. And then the robot picks the waste up and then drops it into different compartments. So actually what it's doing is actually sorting the waste. That there is a electric power pack. 2 huge motors driving hydraulic pumps, and they fit onto this machine here. That's got the diesel power pack installed in it at the moment, but you can change it for the electric one. Huge shredder made by RJ. Remember the 950 from earlier on? Well, this is the 1250D. This is a new model. It's been specifically designed for shredding big pieces of metal. It jacks up high like this, and the discharge conveyor goes underneath here where I'm standing now, and big long pieces of metal can be shredded between them shafts there. And the reason it's so high and the discharge conveyor is so low, so it doesn't puncture the belt. This truck here looks a bit strange being so low, but it's actually designed to be used in a waste configuration. It's designed so that it's easy to get in and out of the cab, and also there's no blind spots if you're driving around cities and towns. What Rob's doing here is what we call hard facing. He's basically using a special MIG welding wire that's got quite high wear resistant characteristics, and he's laying runs of weld down in like a cross-hatched sort of pattern. The idea being that it actually preserves the parent metal of what we're trying to protect, and you're actually putting like a sacrificial coating over the top. Underneath the rotor in this machine is a set of grids. The grids are used to size the wood chip from the actual shredding mill itself, and then it falls through these grids onto a conveyor belt below. So what the lads are going to do, they're going to take these worn grids out and they're going to replace them with these new grids here that they've fitted. So you can see the difference between the two. These are the new grids, and these should last the machine now for a few more months. One of the other jobs that the lads had to do whilst they were there, they had to replace the 2 hydraulic rams that lift this feed wheel up and down. You can see they're just testing it now to make sure that the air's out the system and everything's working as it should be. Okay, so it's Friday morning, back on the road again. This morning we've got a delivery of another E21C. This machine is being delivered to a transport company that's going to ship it across the water to Guernsey. This is the third machine we've done to Guernsey. Something that we've done to this machine recently is put a sticker on the control panel, so it's all better labelled up, so you can see we've got starting, stopping procedure, all the maintenance, and it's the same as what we're now doing on the Raptors. So all of our machines are now having proper stickers on the control panel. Okay, so that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we're moving this shredder here. This shredder is going to Canada. We've got a crane coming, we've got containers coming. There's going to be a lot of heavy lifting involved in the next video, plus other stuff. We've got more deliveries, we've got more site works, we've got more stuff going on in the workshop. We've got the mobile picking line, that's going to be continued in the next video. Lots going on, so stay tuned. So click here to like and subscribe to our channel, and click here for our last episode. So this is George, our CAD designer, and he's going to tell you all about this plate on this pallet. Go, George.
This plate right here, don't know what it's for. This is for one of our screen boxes. That's what it's called. That's the screen box sides. The boys will then fold that later on, and those gussets are going to be a part of the frame. That's what the pallet's for.
All right, I'll stick to doing it, all right. Okay, so that's it for today. I need the thumb like this.